The Barefoot Investor Book Summary, a step-by-step, no-nonsense approach to managing money, getting out of debt, and building long-term wealth. Especially useful for everyday people, not financial experts. Point 1. Set a weekly barefoot date night. Scott insists that managing money should be simple and even fun. That's why he suggests a weekly barefoot date night, a short time each week where you sit down with your partner and check your financial progress. Why it matters. Money management becomes a habit, not a chore. Helps you stay on track with spending, savings, and goals. Builds open communication if you're in a relationship. Point 2. Use the 3-bucket system. Forget complicated budgeting spreadsheets. The Barefoot bucket system is simple, visual, and works. Here's how it breaks down. Daily expenses for bills, rent, groceries, your regular living costs. This is your main spending account. Smile account for things that make life fun. Holidays, gadgets, eating out, gifts. This stops you from feeling restricted or deprived. Fire extinguisher to eliminate debt, build savings, or invest. You put out financial fires with this powerful bucket. This method gives every dollar a job and makes sure you enjoy life while building wealth. Point 3. Destroy. Your debt, fast debt, is the biggest obstacle to financial freedom. Scott's steps to get rid of it. Cut up all credit cards immediately. Never borrow for once. Use the Domino method. Pay off the smallest debt first, then move to the next. This builds momentum and motivation and reduces interest drain. Point 4. Build your Mojo account. This is your emergency savings fund, kept far away in a separate bank. Why it's powerful? Gives peace of mind in tough times. Job loss, illness, car repairs. Goal: save $2,000 first, then grow to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Don't touch it unless it's a real emergency. Point 5. Make your super work for you. Your superannuation fund is your long-term wealth engine. Steps to maximize it. Combine all super accounts into one to avoid extra fees. Choose a low-fee, high-performing super fund. Add voluntary contributions if you can. Small additions now mean a big difference later. This applies globally too. Check your retirement plans, 401 pension, or personal investments. Point 6. Buy a home. Scott doesn't say home ownership is essential. But if you do it smart. Save at least 20% deposit to avoid mortgage insurance. Avoid borrowing the maximum the bank offers. Consider rent vesting. Rent where you want to live. But buy an investment property in a more affordable area. Point 7. Automate your finances. Automation is key to staying on track with minimal effort. Scott recommends setting up multiple bank accounts. Daily account, salary comes in, bills go out. Splurge account, guilt-free fun money. Smile account, for bigger goals like holidays or gifts. Mojo account, emergency fund, then automate transfers. Money flows without effort, and you stop overspending. Point 8. Invest in low-cost index funds. Forget stock picking or risky crypto trends. Scott believes in slow and steady wins the race. His investing advice: stick to low-fee index funds. Start investing early and regularly. Avoid emotional decisions and short-term panic. Let compound interest work its magic over years, even decades. Point 9. Teach your kids. About money, Scott encourages financial education from a young age. Its method: use 3 jam jars. Spend, save, give. Pay kids small amounts for chores. Then let them choose how to use the money. This builds lifelong money habits early on. Point 10. Give back generously. True wealth isn't just financial. Once your basic needs are met, giving back becomes deeply fulfilling. Scott suggests choose a cause close to your heart. Give consistently, even if it's a small amount. Use money to bring joy, not just to yourself, but to others. Core lessons from the Barefoot Investor. Simplicity beats complexity. A financial plan doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be followed. You don't need to earn more. You need to manage better. True freedom comes from financial control, not income. The earlier you start, the easier it gets. Final message. You don't need to be rich to take control of your money. You just need a plan and the courage to start.